Hello everyone and welcome to the initiative. I'm really excited. We're getting closer and closer to Comic-Con. I'm closer and closer to seeing Evan again. By the way, if you haven't seen Evan's videos or if you're not subscribed to his channels, he only has one Surya boot that go do that right now because he's awesome, makes a lot of great video game Marvel content, so go check him out. But anyway, on to the video. Today we're talking about costumes that I want to see the Wasp wear in Marvel's Avengers game. Obviously, the Wasp has not been confirmed yet, but neither has Hawkeye or Black Panther, and I've made videos for both of those characters as well. I'm just making videos about the characters I'm most excited about, hypothetically speaking. So we're going to get into the Wasp right now, and the first costume we're going to talk about is her classic costume, her original Wasp costume. This thing is super snazzy, very cute, very 60s, and I kind of just adore it. I think it would look really cool if it was done realistically while keeping the same design. Because you don't see a lot of really iconic costumes like this. You know, Jack Kirby, Steve Ditko designs, they were so iconic for, like, the geometry and, you know, the things that, you know, just, like, the shapes that they include and the way the colors, like, you know, and it all comes together really well. It doesn't matter that it's probably impractical. It just looks really neat. And I really like how neat her costume is, and yeah, those are the best words I can use to describe it. So we're gonna go with the classic suit, not only to pay homage to the original Wasp, but also because it looks pretty, you know? And that's the basis for most of the costumes now. We're gonna move on to the second one, and I organized them randomly so that while I record this, I get a little bit surprised. So let's see what this. Okay, awesome. So the next one on the list is the George Perez, Kurt Busiek, blue and white Wasp costume. The images I got here are from this Ultron storyline that Kurt Busiek wrote in, like, the late 90s, I want to say. And I just like her costume here. It's white, it's blue, it's cute. I like how one leg and one arm are, like, uncovered. By the way, if it's windy, Surya boot that. I'm recording this outside. I keep doing that weird way to say sorry because that's how my girlfriend. Anyway, tangent. So basically, I like this costume. It's cute. It's got a W on it. I mean, the original one has a little W on it too. But I just like it. I like the pink wings. Makes her look cool. Very snazzy. Very snazzy. So the first one was neat, and this one is snazzy, and we're just going to keep upgrading the vocabulary. I think this one's cool. The Wasp wears a lot of costumes in the comics. In fact, there's a whole, like, sci-fi article or video about how many costumes she has. I think, you know, the video they made only covers 25 of them. I wouldn't be surprised if there's more. But anyway, these are my top two so far. On to the next one, and that is a Jocasta costume. So you might have noticed a pattern in my previous videos that I usually end up choosing a costume that actually belongs to a different character. Boy, you've got a couple of weird ones in store in this video, because not only do I have a Jocasta costume here, but I have another different one coming up soon. So the Jocasta costume I think is cool because Jocasta is this robot that Ultron makes in the books, and Jocasta's brain patterns are actually based off of Janet Van Dyne, the Wasps. So I think that's a cool little way to reference that character, to have her costume be in the game. And I mean, you can just make Jocasta fly, you know? I mean, it doesn't have to make sense. It's just a cool skin, and I think it'd be really cool to play as Jocasta. That'd be awesome. She looks cool, and she has similar hair to the Wasp. I mean, it's a little longer and weirder looking because she's a robot, but I think it could work. And who doesn't want to play as a naked robot lady? I mean, come on. Anyway, on to the next one. Awesome. Okay, so this next one is super weird. This has nothing to do with Janet Van Dyne or any of the other Marvel Wasp characters, but this is Shathra, a Spider-Man villain from J. Michael Straczynski's Spider-Man run. It's one of my favorite comic book series of all time, and Shathra is this mystical being. She's actually representative of a spider wasp, so there is still a wasp element. It's still a female with wings, and it's still a spider wasp, and she's just a really interesting and weird mystical Spider-Man villain that is often overlooked because she was only around for a few issues, but I think her overall look is pretty cool, and it'd be really, really awesome to be able to wear this while playing as the Wasp. Yeah, this is just a really weird pick, but I had to put it in there because it reflects my Spider-Man passion, interests, and whatnot. But it's also, you know, it kind of works, right? Wasp, Spider Wasp, Shathra, it totally makes sense. Anyway, on to the next one. And that is Okay, stature. So, this image is actually from Ultimate Comics, as you could probably tell, because Miles Morales is there, but Miles Morales is in the 616 nowadays, so maybe, like, if you're a new fan, you don't know that he originated in Ultimate Comics, I don't know, but anyway, this is Ultimate Comics from, I think, like, issue 17 or something of Miles Morales' books. I don't actually remember the specific issue, but stature is actually Cassie Lang, and Cassie Lang is Scott Lang's daughter, and she has a long history of actually taking up like an Ant-Man sort of role, and here we see her as some sort of giant girl. She calls herself Stature in the Ultimate books and in the 616 as well, when she's part of the Young Avengers, I think. Oh yeah, here's an image of her in the Young Avengers, or New Avengers, I don't quite remember. I think it's Young Avengers, yeah. So she turns giant, and Wasp has turned giant in the past before. Sometimes she called herself Giant Girl, and I have an image of that right here, yep. So what I'm insinuating by putting these costumes here is that I really want Wasp to be able to go big in the game, at least for like an attack or something, and for that reason I think it'd be really cool to include any of these three costumes. I couldn't quite make up my mind. I think they're all equally as cool, as long as the Giant Girl power-up is there. You know, I want to be able to go huge and small at the same time with the same character. That'd be really cool. So I put all three of them in here because I couldn't decide. I just really want to be able to do that. So yeah, here are some options. Game developers, you choose. I like them all. They're awesome. Okay. So next, this is also Cassie Lang, I believe, but this is her as Stinger. This is like her version of the Wasp, and it's just a purple outfit. It's just the purple version of the Wasp with a cool Ant-Man helmet. Nothing too special going on here, but I still thought it was worth putting on the list just because it's interesting and the color is pretty unique. So I put Stinger on here just as an homage, and also because purple is a color that we don't really see the Avengers wearing very often. I mean, unless you're the Hulk and your pants ripped, right? So yeah, and here are some more pictures of Stinger. Now, I believe there's one more costume on the list, and I think I know which one it is. Indeed, this is the classic Wasp outfit. And by classic, I don't mean classic as in the original. I mean just the most memorable and iconic. And this is also the outfit I think the MCU looked at for inspiration for their films, but I think it looks much better in the books. Oh, do you guys hear the wind? I'm outdoors right now, so reboot that. But this costume is just awesome. The black and the yellow, they go really well together. You guys can totally hear the wind on here. I'm sorry if the wind is bothering you guys, but I need the air. So I'm gonna keep going. But this costume is really great. I mean, it's form-fitting, it has cool colors, it's got a cool design, and it's just so memorable. And here's a picture of her going giant in that outfit, so proof that, you know, you can do the same character doing both things. You can have her go giant and go small in the same outfit, and it looks awesome. And yeah, this is just the version of Wasp that I always think of whenever I think of the character. This is the version of her that pops into my head, and this is how I've always remembered her, and this is what I want to play as her if she's in the game, right? So I had to put this costume on here. I think it's really cool. I think a lot of you guys will agree. And that is the final outfit on this list. Enjoy the pictures. And if you guys think of any other cool Wasp outfits that you'd like to see in the game, make sure to comment down below. And if there's any character you want me to talk about in regards to Marvel's Avengers game, let me know as well. I hope you enjoyed the video and have an awesome day.